Hello everyone, I'm about to leave Japan, but before I do, I wanted to do a quick pickups video. Sorry if this video is a little jerky, it's because I of course don't have my whole setup here or anything, and plus my quality is always horrible. So yeah, let me just get into it. I'll try to go in the order that I found stuff, but no promises. Now, here's the first thing that I found. Whoops. It's an Ultraman game. I know that logo anywhere. I'm a big Ultraman fan, and this is a fighting game on PS2, so it was only 500 yen, which is about $5. The yen is like 100 to 1. It's a little bit more right now, though, because the dollar is worth more, so you get more yen to your dollar. But yeah, for $5, I'll take a risk on that. And then I also found this game. It's part of the Simple 2000 series on PlayStation 2. And apparently you catch bugs and then you fight them against each other, but like not Pokemon or anything, like actual bugs like praying mantis and everything. That's gonna be pretty cool. Now, then over here, I got these at Super Potato. I didn't realize that Super Potato is on 2 floors. The second floor of the building, which is the first floor for Super Potato, that has 8 and 16-bit games. And oh my god, the prices have shot up like you wouldn't believe. It was crazy. I saw some games I was like, I just bought this last year for $1 on eBay. How is it $5 or $10 now? So that priced me out for most of the Famicom stuff and Super Famicom, Genesis, all that, but Mega Drive, sorry. And but I did find some good deals on PlayStation stuff. So here's the first thing I found. This is Energy Air Force, and I have the second game, I believe. I believe it's the sequel. Whatever, they made 2 of them, and I have 1 of them, so this is the one I was missing. And it's only 200 yen, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, these are similar to like the Ace Combat series, but they're a little more realistic. And they're not as fun, but they're still very good flight sims. So yeah, I can't wait to play that. And then, oh, this is a book, actually. This is Game Center CX, the book that released for the initial series. I love Game Center CX. It's about like this middle-aged guy, it's a Japanese show. And they give him a Famicom game, Super Famicom, whatever, just some sort of retro game, and he has to beat it like in a day. And it's like the only Let's Play content that I watch, even though it's more like story-driven, like it's not just a straight, record everything Let's Play. Still, I love this series, and so I'm glad that I found this book, and at a very good price, only 280 yen. Alright, this one, I have no idea what this game is, but the reason I got it is because I remember that character. I mean, this is a Sony game, so I could have sworn I've seen that mascot somewhere. But I think that he was a mascot, but the reason I got this game is because, like, the pictures, that is pretty much what Tokyo looks like. And so I'll play this game. It seems that it plays like a point and click, but I'm mostly going to get it because it just reminds me of my time here in Japan. It's like a postcard in video game form. So that's going to be nice. And then this, I think I already have it. I'm not sure, though. I have a lot of the Japanese Pipasaru, also known as Ape Escape games. And this one was done in collaboration with McDonald's. And so it's Parappa the Rapper and Ape Escape. And it's pretty much like a demo disc. There's not really much gameplay on this, but still very cool to get, and I wasn't sure if I already had it, so for 180 yen, yeah, sure, I'll get it now. This, I cannot wait to play. I don't know what this is called, but you play as a construction worker, and you fight other construction workers with construction equipment. Backhoes and forklifts and bulldozers and stuff. This is going to be amazing. I hope it's not turn-based. I hope that it is actually like an action game. But it seems that it is. And the pixel art, not the pixel art, the actual artwork is really cool. Oh, man. I can't wait to play that. Alright, then what else should I show you? You know what, let's move on to this one. These, I believe I got at Hard Off. Or no, you know what, this one I got at Surugaya, I think it's called. I didn't expect to find this. This is The Warriors, but as you can see from the ESRB rating, it's the Western version. It's the North American version. They just had like this little corner of North American games, which I assume they think that, their regular consumers here in Japan aren't going to be able to play. But I didn't expect to get a good deal on this. 1,900 yen, which is about $17, $18. For the Warriors, that is a good price. This thing, it's always shooting up in value every time I look at it. It used to be one of those, dollar, well, not dollar, but like bargain bin finds. And then people started calling it a hidden gem, and then the prices just shot up and they never came back since. And so yeah, I didn't expect to see a deal on this. I'm glad that I did. Now, this is Super Mario Bros. 2, the Japanese version, the really hard one, the one that we didn't get. And it never appeared on cartridge, but this is obviously on a Game Boy cartridge. The reason it's yellow is because it released in Japan on the Famicom disk system, that 3¼ inch looking thing. And so that's why it gets the yellow color. And they also did another, in this retro series of Japan like re-releasing these on Game Boy Advance, they also did like regular Famicom stuff, and that one, those ones, they were red plastic with a white backing. They look really great. I did see some of those over here, but none that I was interested in. This is one that I have been looking for, though, because I've been wanting to get the original version, and since I don't have a disc system, and since I don't want one because they're horribly unreliable, I'll sell for this. This is cool. Now this, I don't know what it is. I've never seen this game, at least I can't remember it, but it looks like it's a really cool mech fighting game. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that, and it was very cheap. It was 200 yen. So, I'll take that risk. Alright, this is Aegis Destroyer 2035, I think it's called. And this is made by the same people who made the Warship Gunner series, which is the series I'm a big fan of. I love that one, and I have both of the games for PS2 in the North American release. This one we never got, though, so I sort of have completed the series. However, I've read that this one is not considered part of the official series, but it is still the same gameplay. It kind of falls into vehicular combat, and so you just customize your battleship, and then you fight other ships, and it actually plays really well. I love these games. So I think I can pull this off without needing any Japanese language skills. And so yeah, you start with like an empty hull, and then as you can see, you just put every component on there. You can customize the ship like nothing else. I love it. So yeah, I'm glad that I found that. Now I have a complete series. This is another book. This is Gran Turismo Official Guidebook. And come on, focus. Thank you. Alright, so this we never got. It never had an English translation, but it has all the cars and everything in there, and that's why I like. Gran Turismo 2 is my favorite in the Gran Turismo series, so I'm glad that I got this. Of course, I can't read it without a translation help, but they have just beautiful diagrams and everything. So, ooh, rotary engine. And so that's why I got this, because just the illustrations are beautiful. It has all the cars from all the makers. So yeah, I'm glad that I found this one at a very good price. It was 186 yen. Alright. This is Ghost in the Shell, the classic file, otherwise known as just a guidebook. I got this because the artwork is just beautiful. And there's a lot of Japanese, it's very heavy in that, but of course this game did get a Western release. I'm currently emulating it on the Xperia Play. And yeah, so this really is helpful, and especially because I've gotten lost in this game, so hopefully this will help me out. Even though I won't be able to read the text, I should be able to see the diagrams and then figure out what to do. And like I said, the artwork is just beautiful, so this is going to be really fun. Now, I've got these. This is Nightmare Before Christmas, and this is becoming a rare game in the US. It's going up in value. This was everywhere here, though. Every store had it, and it was always at this price, about $5, 463 yen. And so I got it because I love the cover art. The cover art just looks great, and I've always wanted to play this game. And I'm betting there's probably an English version in the settings, an English setting in the menu, I mean. And so yeah, why not just get this while I'm down here at a pretty good price. This is Earth Defense Force 2, and again, it's in the Simple 2000 series. That's where the series started out. I did see the first game here, but it was a little bit too pricey. It was like 15 bucks. Whereas this one, I got a good price at 463 yen. And yeah, I've only played Earth Defense Force 4, but I did like it. So yeah, that's pretty cool that I have the PS2 version of 2. And now this, I laughed out loud when I saw this title. Hungry Ghosts. And so I laughed. I just bought it out of curiosity, and it was cheap, 500 yen. So I got it, and I thought it was a light gun game. When you look at the screenshots, like, it looks like a light gun game, like you probably, you know, have a Namco shooter or something. But no, it's not. It's a first-person action game where you play as a ghost. You aren't the ghost hunter. you are a hungry ghost. And so, from what I saw online, there was a guy who did a review on this, and he said that it is great, that this should have been localized. In fact, that was his only downside to the game. He was like, why wasn't this localized? All you had to do was hire English voice actors. And so apparently this is very playable for Westerners, and I'm glad that I took a chance on it, because this looks like it's going to be fun. IQ Remix. I don't know if this is a remake or a sequel to Intelligent Cube. Either way, we did not get this one here in the US. We only got the first one for PS1. And yeah, so I went ahead and got this at a very good price, 250 yen. And it's a little puzzle game, so I mean, I don't think I'm going to need any Japanese to... I don't think I'll need to know any Japanese to play this. So that should be fun. Here's Rez. This is another one of those games where it was everywhere over here, but in the US it's very rare and very expensive. And so I got this over here for 232 yen. It's a game that, it's a corridor shooter, so you don't really need any language proficiency here. So this will be fun to play. And now this is Nico, otherwise known as Shadow of the Colossus. And this is actually a 2-disc set that they sold me. And you see Nico, a lot of people don't know it's called that over here. And yeah, it's a special DVD. I wonder if these are the same features that are included in the HD remasters. I'm not sure, but either way, I love this game. It's just one of my favorite games ever. The cover art is beautiful in Japan. So I was like, you know what, for less than 500 yen, I'm going to add it to my collection. This is a good deal. Now, here's some other stuff. This is a Macross game, Macross Digital Mission VFX. And it's another corridor shooter. It looks kind of like Star Fox-ish, or maybe Ace Combat. But yeah, I can't wait to play this. This looks really good, and I only got it for 108 yen, so pretty much $1. And yeah, I'll take a chance on that. That looks really good. And now here's Ace Combat 3, and it's the Japanese version. I do have the North American one. And however, the North American version is very gimped as far as story goes. They cut down the story, they cut out missions. It's not seen as the best way to play the game. There is an English translation for Ace Combat 3, so maybe with the help of emulation, I can get this thing running off the disc with the translation patch. I don't know if that's possible. Tell me in the comments, guys. And but either way, if I have to resort to to piracy and then using a translation patch, at least I could sleep easy at night knowing that you guys won't hound me too much for piracy, since I own the original Ace Combat 3 game in disc form. So yeah, and this is a really good game. I don't know why it gets trashed all the time, but I love Ace Combat 3. And now this is X. I don't know what that other part says, but everybody just knows it as X. And this is the most technologically advanced Game Boy game ever released. It pretty much is like a 3D game, like a 3D shooter, and so it kind of uses like vector line graphics. It sort of looks like the original Elite, and yeah, so I've been looking for this one online, and I got it at a very good price of 500 yen. So this is great. I was looking for this game, and so I'm glad that I waited until I came on this trip to get it. So then I got some bargain bin games at Super Potato. These are the only ones that I was able to find in the 8-bit region, which were at a good price. And so it was in the dollar bin. And let me show you what I found. This is Rob the Robot, and I think this is Gyromite. And I just got it because the cover art looks great. And I do have a Rob the Robot, which was turned into a lamp. I'll have to show you that sometime. But I still like this, and I like how it has the little artifacts of it having been owned in Japan. I like that. I don't know why, but I like it when there's some markings which show where the game that I got came from. And this is Namco Game & Robot. Nah, I'm kidding. It's actually called this right here. I don't know what it is, but it's a Namco F1 racing game, overhead style. And yeah, I just got it because it was in the dollar bin. I'll probably be able to play it, and so why not? And we'll find out what the robot is. It's probably just the CPU, but still. Now this, I don't know what it's called, but I just love the cover art. Oh, nice shot. And I've looked up online. It seems to be just a regular run-of-the-mill Famicom golfing game, and it actually looks pretty terrible. So if it plays terrible, then I'm probably just going to hollow this out and, well, take out the PCB and then turn it into a business card holder. I'll just put a hinge on it, and then this will be nice to hold stuff. And I love the cartridge, though. It has Taito embossed on it on the front and the back. So, yeah, this one looks really good. Now, this is Tag Team Pro Wrestling. And I've heard this game is terrible, but whatever. It's a Western game that, well, a game playable by Westerners. And so, yes, I did hear it's terrible, but it's also 100 yen, so why not get it? Take my chances. And this is Yoshi's Island. I already own this one. I already own the Japanese version because I will not pay the horrible price that the Western, North American version is. Oh my god, that thing, it just keeps on rising in value, and I'm not going to pay that when you could get the Japanese version a lot cheaper, and it's the same game. You don't need to know Japanese to play Yoshi's Island, so that's why I got this. And like I said, I already have it, but it was on sale for $1, so I wasn't going to let it sit there. I'm going to give this away to a friend, and then they can have Yoshi's Island, the Japanese version. And then I found this. This is Godzilla. Wait, let me get it right. Godzilla Kaiju Kesan. And this is the good Godzilla game that we didn't get. And so it's the one that was teased in November. Not November. Nintendo Power. It got teased over there, but it was never released. And yeah, so only Japan got this one. It's sort of like a Street Fighter version of Godzilla versus other monsters. And I played a little bit of it. It's really, really good. So I've been looking for this, and I got a pretty good price, 1,800 yen. And it usually goes for about like $30 or $40, so I did get a good deal on this. And for the rest of the stuff, tell me if I got a good deal or not. But I think I did. I didn't actually go in there, go here to Japan, as a high roller looking for like the rarest games. They were Japanese only. I really just wanted to find some good deals, and I think I did find them. So let me know how I did. Now, the last thing, booyah, Super Famicom. Unfortunately, it's junk. It's broken. But it was only 500 yen. So I saw this in Super Potato in their like scrap section, their junk section. And this thing is in really good shape. I mean, you can barely tell there's a little bit of yellowing on this side. But otherwise, this thing is in beautiful shape. It's not rattling really or anything. So I don't know what's causing this to not work. The pins, they look a little bit old. I mean, well, it's a Super Famicom. They're going to be old and kind of rusty. But I don't think that it's enough to where it would kill this thing. So maybe this does work, but they just couldn't get it working that day, so they just threw it right there in the junk pile. So I want to test it out and see if it does work. If it doesn't, I still want it. I've been looking for a junk Super Famicom because I've seen people stuff a Raspberry Pi 3 in these, and that looks really good on a shelf. On your entertainment shelf, this with a Raspberry Pi 3, that makes for a really good entertainment system. So, yeah, I finally have a Super Famicom. I just don't know if it works. And, yeah, this should be fun, even if it doesn't. So, yeah, those are my game pickups right here, and I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to get home. Well, actually, no, I wish I could stay for a little while longer, but all good things must come to an end. So I gotta go back to the US, and I'll be leaving today in about an hour or so. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I get back. Take care. Bye.